Okay, I am going to make homemade chicken and noodles. So, and side note, I am not a video photographer person. And remember, I'm also not a real chef. So, what you're getting is actual Mrs. Williams. This is the kind of stuff I cook for my own people. Okay? So, homemade chicken and noodles takes 4 ingredients: chicken breast. I like these Amish noodles. Okay? I don't know the difference, but when Emily and I picked these up, one bag is wide and one bag is Klusky. I have no idea what that means, but looking at the noodles in the bag, they also look to be about the same size. The other thing you need is chicken broth and the last cream of chicken soup and pepper. Okay, so to start this, I like to use my crock pot. If you don't have a crock pot at home, you could also just use like a pot on the stove. But I'm going to use my crock pot, and I just put in 4 chicken breasts and I seasoned with pepper. And then I poured a little bit of chicken broth over the top of it so that as it's cooking, it's not going to stick to the crock pot. Side note, this is my crock pot. It's called a Wemo. And if you need any Christmas ideas for like mom, I can operate this crock pot from my phone. I have an app on my phone that I can use. So, okay, I'm gonna put the chicken in, and I have my crock pot on low because I'm not going anywhere. I'm here all day. And then I will continue when the chicken is done. Okay? Okay, so it was 12:30. I had this chicken in the crock pot on low. I just took 2 big forks and kind of just ripped it apart and shredded it and added a little bit more chicken broth just so that it does not dry out. Next, I'm going to add 1 can of the cream of chicken. Depending on what that looks like, I might add 2. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Sorry if I'm making you seasick. Again, remember, I'm not a videographer. Okay, so I'm going to kind of set this here. I'll probably add another can, to be honest. I'm making a big batch because I'm sending this back to Pitt with the boys and Gabe. So I'm kind of making almost a double, triple batch. That's 4 chicken breasts, by the way. Okay, next I am going to, in my pot, okay, just a regular pot, I'm going to boil 1 bag of the Amish noodles in the chicken broth. Then I'm going to add those noodles in the chicken broth, and I'm going to dump it into the crock pot. So in just a minute, I'll show you. Okay, I have boiled my noodles in the chicken broth. They are a little undercooked. That's called al dente. I want them a little undercooked because I'm going to add them into my, oh, the steam's getting in the camera. Anyways, I'm going to add these noodles into the crock pot with the chicken and the cream of chicken, and they're still going to cook a little bit on low. So that's why I undercooked my noodles in the pot. Okay, I did not pour the noodles into the pot because I'm going to boil another bag. Looking at the crock pot, you see a lot more chicken than noodles. So I'm going to cook 1 more bag of the Amish noodles because I know that my kids are really there for the noodles,
not so much the chicken.
Okay, I added another bag. I am going to put the crock pot on low just to kind of let all of these ingredients come together. Looking at it, you can see very little pepper. I'm going to add some pepper, but I'm not going to really add any salt. Chicken broth is very salty, so that will give it some of the flavor, but I'm also going to just leave it kind of bland, and then people can add salt and pepper as they want. Okay, so that's chicken and noodles. Super easy.